Hello, everybody. This is Football Psych, and I'm Coach Man Mike.
It is Lord Sarge!
And it's me, good old Shaq.
Woo, boy, Shaq! It is a slant cross across the middle. You know you got this. Go, 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 and boom!
Touchdown, baby.
That is
Touchdown, baby, man. You know, you guys are still got a perfect passer catcher rating between you two. It's just amazing. Nothing else like that is in NFL football.
I'm telling you, man. That is crazy. Shaq.
Route running.
We need to sign you to the team.
My route running is better than Deebo Samuels.
All right, so we've got so much to go into tonight. Like, there's some crazy news going on around the league. This is going to be an exciting edition. The day before training camp, you would think that there's no news out there. Oh, no. Anything associated with this team, there's always a million things going on all the time. So much excitement going on. And so if you're joining us tonight, we have so much to talk about. Make sure as we get ready to get started, you put your comments in the comments section because we want to hear from you. Lord Sarge will be fielding your questions. He'll be responding to them. There's going to be so much stuff that's going on tonight. It's crazy and big announcements in this show, but we're going to take it a step at a time. One particular thing I want to start off with, which is one I do not have a slide on, and that is during the season, Art Monk's number 81 is going to be retired. It's going to be retired. It's something that a lot of people say is a long time coming. I'm not sure I'm a fan of it. But it will happen during the game against the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday, November 2nd.
What do you mean you're not sure you're a fan? Coach Matt Mike, it's Art Monk. Of course you're a fan.
No,
not an Art Monk fan.
Now, hear me. Now, Art Monk was in Lawrence Sarge's Mount Rushmore last week.
Yes.
I know.
What do you mean you're not a fan of retiring the number? Are you kidding me, Art Monk?
I am not. And here's why. I'll give you a few reasons why. First of all, I've met Art Monk, and it was not a good experience.
We know. We've talked about this.
So Shaq probably has not heard this story.
I haven't heard it. Tell me. I need to know.
So I will tell you here in a second. The second part about him is I don't think his stats warrant his number to be retired when you look at players around the league. There are probably so many. There's probably 100 receivers out there that got more stats than him, and their numbers ain't retired.
But they're not Redskins.
And now, I'm gonna tell you this. I think the only reason they're retiring it because remember he broke the record for most consecutive games with a reception. So,
which to me is like, yeah, all right.
It's Redskins, Coach. It's Redskins.
It doesn't matter, man. It just doesn't freaking matter to me. You gotta have some standards. Like
I'm taking my W and I'm turning it around to yellow.
Now, hear me though.
I'm against Coach Mad Mike.
This is why I didn't put him in my Mount Rushmore. I told you this last week. I didn't have my Mount Rushmore for the simple fact in the posse, he was possibly the third option. Ricky Sanders and Gary Clark were better receivers.
To me, I was a Gary Clark fan.
Yeah.
No,
Gary Clark was my dude. Gary Clark was my dude. That dude freaking was all over the place.
Yes.
What was Art Monk? Big body over the center. He's practically a tight end.
Yeah. He was
slow. Earned his stripes, Coach. How could you not? When you're looking at just as an individual, players, how could you not be supportive?
So let me tell you the story. I'm going to make it quick, but I'm going to tell you the story of why I don't like Art Monk.
All right.
Story time with Coach.
Story time with Coach. So I had a chance. This was the year of their last Super Bowl. This was 1991. They were getting ready to go to the Super Bowl, and he, along with a couple of other Redskins players, went to Tyson's Corner to sign autographs. So I show up there with my memorabilia, my sports cards, my stuff like that. I wanted to get me some signatures of some, like Ernest Biner was there, Ricky Irvins was there, Art Monk was there, Russ Crane was there. There was a few different things. I was there to get football card signs, T-shirt signs, hat signs. I was coming with all my gear. I was ready to go.
Right. Yeah.
I get into the line for Art Monk, which was out of that group was the longest line, as you can imagine. And I stand in that line, and they had a representative went up and down the line saying he will not sign autographs of football cards. I was just like, what?
What?
Will not sign autographs of football cards because he doesn't believe in beefing up the value of a football card with his signature on it.
Now, to his point though, if he signed it, like if he signed your card for you, that thing would have tripled in value. Like,
Yeah, but
automatically.
what's wrong with that? Why can you make money off of us, but we can't make money off of you?
True.
Like it doesn't cost you anything to sign it. And here's the truth of it: if you sign my football card, I'd still have it to this day. But I don't have your card to this day because you didn't sign my football card. But here's the real part that bugged me. I waited forever in that line. I'm talking about a couple hours in that line. And what I didn't know was this little boy that was in front of me. He didn't have a shirt. He didn't have a ball cap. He didn't have the little number 1 finger. All he had was an Art Monk football card. And it wasn't even a good card. It's probably one that kind of had wrinkled up in his pocket. Like one that still had like the old bubble gum stuck on the back of it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even a good card. Like you could tell that this little boy was not there to market and profit off of the football card. He just wanted his signature. And I got to the front of the line. This kid was in front of me before I found out. And he looked the kid right in the eye and goes, "I'm not signing your card." To a little kid.
That's crazy.
That kid walked away crying.
No.
And I was
Crying?
That like it broke that little kid's heart. And you know what? When I got to the front, I just like I looked at him and I was like, really? And I can't remember the exact words that I said. But I put my card in my pocket and I just like I put a banner in front of him to sign it, and I had other stuff from the sign. But after he signed the banner, I was just like, "Hey, I'm good. I don't really want your signature." And I took the rest of my stuff and I just walked off.
Yeah, that's messed up.
But you didn't call him out for making a little kid cry?
I mean,
that's not you, Coach. Because you would do that.
I had to bite my tongue because I'm not there to fight with Art Monk right before the Super Bowl. We're not trying to get snatched up by security or nothing. Like,
Yeah.
but when I saw that, I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, I went from him being like one of my favorite football players to him being absolutely nothing to me.
And he didn't cry on a beat up football card just because he
But
was.
you could tell, like that kid would still probably cherish it to this day, and it probably would have no value even with a signature on it, with how beat up his football card was.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
And I'm sorry, but like it's my own bias. I just don't have a place anymore in my heart for Art Monk.
All right, so for everyone listening, now you heard Coach's story about Art Monk, even though we retired his number. That's his story. That was his experience in the signature situation. I'd like to see comments from everyone about, do you think that is messed up or do you think it's like whatever? I want to see comments.
No, yeah, that's beyond messed up. It's a little kid too. Like, come on, man. You wasn't sending a little kid away.
I'm going to put my 2 cents. That's beyond messed up.
Yeah.
It is.
No.
And you know what? It's all these years. Ever since, how many years has it been since we won a Super Bowl? We haven't won a Super Bowl since that time happened.
Yeah.
Right? And I will tell you, I still remember it like it was yesterday.
Man.
Look,
thanks, Art Monk. The Art Monkey.
And look, Art Monk sitting there at that table with his little 70s porn star mustache. Ain't nobody want your signature anyway.
Yeah. So for me, like, I will tell you, I love Gary Clark. Gary Clark was plus he graduated from the same college I did. He's a JMU guy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so, so we both graduated from the same college together. Like he's my guy. Like number 84. Like to me, Gary Clark was the guy. I was actually upset. I was really upset when he was traded to the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
And he went there. I wanted him to finish as a Redskin.
Yeah. And then Ricky Sanders just was like, he was hit or miss. One game he had a real good game. Next game it was like, he's in the mix. No receptions.
All right, Coach, but you got to at least give credit where credit's due. Art Monk has the numbers with the Redskins to retire his jersey.
I don't think so.
Even if he was a jerk, a complete jerk.
Hold on.
That's all
he holds the record for the Redskins with 888 receptions. I know his stats. But when you look at 888 receptions around the league, That doesn't even get you in the Hall of Fame these
Well,
days.
no, but we're talking about the Redskins.
Still,
You know,
I mean,
you get your number retired based on what you do for your team.
Okay, so look, here's his career stats: 940 catches, 12,721 yards, 68 touchdowns, 3 Pro Bowl selections, two Super Bowls, and he was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 2008.
He gets to get his number retired.
He played now.
Jerk or not.
He played 16 seasons with the Redskins, Eagles, and the Jets.
yeah. So his Commanders reception, or excuse me, his Redskins receptions is 888
Yeah,
out of the 900 some that you spelled out for his career. So when I look at that, okay, he's in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, if you look at, I'm looking at his numbers right now. He had 1 year, 1984, where he had over 100 receptions.
Yeah,
Well, the rest of these, it was like 70, 38, 68, 86, 72. Like, he was in the mid-50s versus 40, 46, 41.
Yeah. And he played 16 years. This is how he got that 940 some total receptions.
right.
But like when I look at it and I look at other receivers around the league, that's not even top 25.
Yeah, but it's not about
That's
what's
not-
around the league. It's about what you did with your team.
He did. I mean, he played 14 years for Washington.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's about
I mean,
what you,
I guess I
agree.
see it.
I agree, Coach, with everything you're saying. I totally agree.
But see, I don't agree with a lot of other players we retired their numbers for either, because you got to look at a football team, and when you carry a 90-man off-season roster, a football team can afford to basically retire about 5 numbers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you want to
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at 5 iconic players of your organization through time, where you would say that this person's so iconic that I'm going to retire their number.
So now I got a question for you, right?
Which I agree with Darrell Green.
I agree with
Yeah.
Darrell Green. I would say I agree with Darrell Green. So let me ask you this: since we talk about players that having their numbers retired, do you believe that Ryan Kerrigan meets the mark?
No.
Because I had him on my Mount Rushmore because he stayed with him.
Love
To the
Ryan
end.
Kerrigan. He doesn't meet the mark. Nope.
I think
So-
he do, man.
He's close, but like
Nope.
I don't see the iconic part of it. Like when I think of people like iconic, like they are clearly household names. They're clearly dominated in their era.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like and people like for instance, Tom Brady number 12. There's no question.
No question.
It'll
Yeah.
stand the test of time. It'll stand the test of time that his
Well,
number
but
should be retired.
that's not a fair comparison, Coach, because he's the GOAT. There's no
Okay,
one
but-
that has numbers like
For
that.
what? For the Commanders, it's Darrell Green.
It's Darrell
Like-
Green.
To me, there's nobody more iconic than Darrell Green. For you know,
I mean, we got a couple quarterbacks that's retired. Dude. That's Sonny Jurgensen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got some guys.
yeah, we got some guys, and I'm not saying I agree with them either, because I know Sammy Ball's number is retired,
Right.
and Sammy Ball was probably an iconic guy from his era. I struggle with that because maybe I just don't know him enough.
And so,
Oh,
so,
dude, he
so-
played
so-
offense. He played defense. He was the kicker. Yeah, I mean,
know, he
Steve
did
Ball
everything.
was the
But it
bomb.
was a different era of football.
Yeah, it was a different era, but nonetheless, Jesus pizza. No
Now-
one
now-
can do what he did these days.
So my thing is, so we retired Sean Taylor after only playing for 4 seasons.
That's
But-
right.
But
That's
you
what I
said-
have a problem with.
Yeah, and but Kerrigan didn't do enough after being for 11, 12 seasons. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, see, that's tough, right? Because you could make an argument for Ryan Kerrigan for sure, right? But
Yeah.
but I do like one of them I don't agree with is the Sean Taylor one,
Yeah.
right? Because you're almost retiring his number based off of what you believe he could have been.
Yeah,
I mean, he passed away. I mean, it's a tragic situation, but he was 24 years old.
yeah.
You know, it's not like he played in the year 16 years, like
Right, Coach.
Art Monk did.
Yeah.
I get you. I mean, that story is just every time you tell me that story, I get angry. I really get angry
Yeah.
because I don't think people should be so full of themselves. You know what I mean? No
Yeah.
matter what you've done, what accolades you got, you know, you look at this, you might put it out there that you're not doing, but you see some little kid come up to you with this beat up card and you know, that's the point where you need to make a decision as a man, right? Emotionally, like, let me help some kid out. You know, everyone else know, but this kid's got a beat up card. He's not going to resell it. I'm going to go.
So
you know what I mean? I get it, but
right?
that does not obfuscate the fact that he was an insane player for the team.
Hear me out, though.
Deserves to have his number retired.
Hear me out. Hear me out. And this is why I'm agreeing with Coach Mad Mike. And hear me out. So out of the 14 years he played for the Redskins, he only had 5,000-yard seasons. He had 5, and he had the quarterbacks. He had Doug Williams. He had Joe Theismann. Like, he had the quarterbacks.
He had Mark Ripken.
He had Mark Ripken.
He's Hall of Fame, guys. He's Pro Bowl material.
Just because you're a Hall of Fame and you've been Pro Bowl, it doesn't mean you get your jersey retired. Because otherwise, there'd be
all right.
16 seasons, he only went to the Pro Bowl 3 times, man.
I mean, it's an argument, right? It's an argument.
Been a Pro Bowl only 3 times.
It's an opinion, right?
That's it.
Everyone's got one.
You've been a Pro Bowl 3 times in 16 years.
Come on,
that's
man.
not iconic, man.
That's not iconic.
How many other people in the Redskins had that?
Just because you have a team doesn't mean you have to retire numbers. Like, we have a lot of jerseys, first of all, that we don't have in circulation.
Yeah.
Right? Because we kind of, like, Art Monk's number's been like that for a while, because Art Monk, we haven't given out 81 since he has left the league, right? He's been pseudo-retired.
Yeah.
It's the same thing we did with Daryl Green's number. Daryl Green's number was pseudo-retired. Sean Taylor's was pseudo-retired for a long time before we actually retired him.
We've had receivers come in and wear 81. We've had receivers come in. We have receivers coming in at 81. I'm digging in the database.
Dig in the database, because I don't think we've issued that number in a long time. And I know 21 and 28, we weren't issuing those numbers.
Yeah.
Jack is researching it right now. How many?
He's gonna research it, and I like it. I mean, fact check me. Go ahead, fact check me, because I think it's important. Yeah. But I don't think 81. We've given out that jersey number since Art Monk's left the team.
Coach, all I'm saying is Art Monk earned it. He earned it.
I don't think he earned it
on our team. If you compared him to now, if you put him in the general pool of all receivers, that argument gets a lot tougher. I agree with you. Listen, there's no argument on that, right? But what he did for the Commanders, how he performed, Hall of Fame. I mean, yeah.
Terry McLaurin's on path to break his records.
Yeah, well, he hasn't.
But he's on path. He just hasn't been.
Oh, he's on path. That's potential. He hasn't even signed a contract this year.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to that. But like, there's so much stuff that's going on here. Like, I don't know. Okay, well, we got other news to get to rather than spending the whole show on Art Monk, right? So when you find those stats there, chime in there, Shaq. Otherwise, we keep moving. All right. So training camp. The rookies are already there in training camp right now. We're gonna talk about Trey Amos here in a minute, but he's at camp. The veterans are supposed to report tomorrow. Tomorrow is Veterans Reporting Date, and we're going to talk more about Terry McLaurin, because Terry McLaurin is not on contract. He is still not on contract, and training camp starts officially tomorrow. So we have a serious issue there. All right, so let's talk about Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's had a lot of back and forth going on. Right now, Terry McLaurin has come out and said, hey, listen, I want to bring a deal together. He doesn't want to hold out, even though he's expected to hold out if they don't get something done today. Like, this is still going on as we speak. At the time of this recording, when this is going on, believe me, the sides are talking, because training camp starts tomorrow. And he's talking, and his agent's encouraging him, hey, hold out, hold out, hold out. And he doesn't want to. Terry McLaurin, just as a couple hours ago, has come on record and said, listen, I don't want the Commanders to be broken apart. I'm not seeking a trade. I'm not asking for that. I don't want to be a holdout. Let's just get it done. And let's bring it together. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
Shaq, you got something.
There's one person that wore it after our month, and that was Devin Thomas in 2010.
In 2010. Devin Thomas won 2010.
Yeah, and he didn't. He was like on the squad, but he didn't get no burn. He ain't playing no games.
He ain't playing no games.
Not the number played no games. Not
the number playing no games.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, well there you go. I got fact checked. So in 2010, we had, what was his name again?
Devin Thomas.
Devin Thomas.
Yeah.
Or is that the same Devin Thomas that used to be that big time kick returner guy? Back in the day?
No, not that was Devin Thomas. That was Devin Hester.
Oh, Devin Hester. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, got it.
I mean, you was close enough though. You were right because this dude didn't get no playing time.
Yeah. So basically, the jersey hasn't been worn in a game since Art Monk.
Yeah.
Right.
So they basically essentially have had it out of circulation, and they've done that with other players like Darrell Greens and Sean Taylor's. So you kind of knew like the writing was on the wall for many, many years, and it just took many, many years for them to get around to retiring it.
Yeah.
So I believe we have 5 jerseys that are retired, and
Only
you really,
yeah, it was 5.
and even though we probably got about 9 out of
Wait a
circulation,
minute. We only have 5 in our whole 90-year history?
yeah, but you can't retire every number you have.
No.
Somebody's got to wear a jersey number, man.
Well, I agree. I'm just saying, wow, I thought we would have had more than that.
No.
No, we have about 9 or 10 out of circulation, but we've only officially retired 5. And if you think about it, a lot of them have been done in the past few years.
Yeah.
Because we just did Mitchell's a couple of years ago. We just did Sean Taylor's, and we just did Darrell Green's. Before that, we really only had 2.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to interject. We got a new viewer, and they've got a great comment that supports Coach Mike's thesis on Monk. So it's Shannon Jensen. Shannon, thank you so much for chiming in here. Really appreciate it. That is awesome. We love having you. Thank you for chiming in. Here's our comment, guys, and I want your response. They should have had an alternate for kids that do show up with something that he refuses to sign so they can walk away with something.
True. That's true.
That's true.
That's very true. They could have had the little you know how they got the little pictures, little picture things up there. He could have just signed one of those and let that be
a kid. It's a kid. I agree, Shannon.
100%.
Yeah.
You don't let the kid walk away crying. That's just not right, man.
No, I mean, oh hell no. That person probably went to the MLB.
So, all right. So getting back to Terry McLaurin.
Oh no, it's Reginald Williams. Reggie's on tonight.
Oh, that's
Hey,
Big Will.
Reggie.
Big Will. What's going on, Big Will?
Alpha Company homies. Oh yeah.
There you
What's up,
go.
Big Will?
Jim's on
Well,
a
hopefully, all right. So hopefully Terry McLaurin, he'll get his deal done tonight, or he'll show up for camp. Maybe be some good faith. But believe me, guys, you're going to want to follow this story over the next 24, 48 hours to figure out what's going on with Terry McLaurin.
Wait, Coach, you think he's
I'm
going
surprised
to
this is not a done deal.
You think
What's up?
You think it's a sign tonight, Coach?
No.
I mean, training camp starts tomorrow, so I would say that they got to be talking tonight to try to prevent this holdout from happening. It'll be interesting to see if he shows up or not, if he's indeed a holdout tomorrow.
Well, I mean, 2 days ago, he came out, on YouTube and everything saying, this is the place I want to be. I want to be here. I don't want all this drama.
Hey, but you got to think about this. Remember, we had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. On a lot of people's NFL roster, Terry McLaurin will be a number 2.
It's true.
So $25 million for a number 2 elsewhere in the league, I mean, that's good money. So him wanting number 1, he has been number 1 in DC for a long time. He has been our number 1 guy with all the garbage quarterbacks we didn't have. He's been number 1, still found a way to get 1,000 yards, right? I'm just saying. But if you go elsewhere in the league, he's a number 2.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry.
But we'll see what they're able to work out.
Exactly.
I think a lot of fans, I think they want to see a deal done. I think for the integrity of this team, if you're not going to trade them and you're going to do it, like, you can't have this drag out, because the longer it drags out in the training camp, you're missing reps, you're missing the team cohesion. It becomes a distraction. We've seen so many teams, especially like how many teams did we see last year, like the 49ers, where you have these holdout distractions and the whole team chemistry goes to garbage.
Yeah, we don't need the drama. We don't need the drama from his mama.
And like I said, and look, what I said last week, Lawson, I said that's the number one of the reasons that we let John Allen go. He was a nuisance in the locker room coming into the season.
Yep.
Like whether we winning or not. I called it at the beginning of last year. I said, don't be surprised if we don't get rid of. Remember at the beginning of the season, I said, don't be surprised if we get rid of.
I didn't want to have him because I thought he was a good player, but you know, it's his attitude.
Yep.
Right.
Agree.
All right. So the Commanders did agree to terms with their second round pick, Trey.
Hallelujah. Woohoo.
And we got him signed the day before rookie training camp.
Yeah.
That's the reason why with Terry McLaurin, this is the day before the veterans show up. It could happen tonight. You just never know. So, I mean.
What were the terms, Coach? What were the terms?
I don't have the terms. They didn't disclose them, but it's a rookie deal. It doesn't matter. It's a rookie deal.
But he was holding out for a lot of money, more than he was deserving, right?
Yeah, but he's going to fall on the rookie scale, and they probably just guaranteed more money just to get it done. And that's probably about what they could do. He's not going to break anybody's bank because there's not an owner out there that's going to get too far off of the rookie pool account, because once you do it, you set a precedence for everybody else.
Oh, my God, yes.
Look, I'm reading it right now. It said he's the only second-round pick that has signed the contract so far sending the precedence than the other players likely to seek a match. So he's getting first-round money. He's getting first. Trey Amos is getting first-round money.
See, that's gonna mess it up next year, because every second-round pick next year is going to be like, I should have gone on the first round.
That is crazy.
What second player at some point was not graded out as a first round pick?
Oh my God.
They almost all were.
Yeah.
He got 4 years. It's 4 years. Hold on. I'm giving the numbers down. I'm pulling the numbers up now.
Okay, yeah, pull up the numbers and we'll get it out there to everybody.
That is just to me unbelievable.
4 years, 7.2 million.
Yeah.
So
that's about right.
Whoa.
That's about right for a second round pick.
And how much guaranteed?
Let me see.
That's the thing these days, right?
It's usually about 90%.
Yeah.
$8 million guaranteed on a $7 million 4-year deal
for a second round.
Lord, oh my Lord!
He got a $2 million signing bonus. His average salary is 1.8. And
second round pick.
Yeah.
And it's because he was out there going like, I should have gone on the first round.
I want to know who his agent is, because his agent did an awesome job.
He got guaranteed money. That $2 million is the signing bonus, and then guaranteed money is a 5.4.
5.4 guaranteed.
Yeah.
Oh okay. Lord.
Yep.
So that's good.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad this was our last rookie that we needed to get signed. He was the last one he was the last one to get signed. So out of all those that are around the league that haven't signed, our team is not one of them. We got all of our guys signed.
Yeah.
So that's a huge thing there. Good job, Adam Peters, getting all your guys signed. Good deal. My only hit on you right now is you haven't worked out this Terry McLaurin situation.
Yeah. If Terry McLaurin budges off the price a little bit, if he would go back instead of between 34 and 37, if he would go down to like 30, 31, I could see that deal getting done. 3 years.
That would be done quick. I think you're all right.
Well, all this
is 1.5 range, somewhere around in there. That deal would already been signed.
All this is going to depend on how much money they dropped on Vaughn, which is our next subject. By the way, Shaq, Jack wants to know: did you have your list that you were going to do this week? Did you bring it?
No, I brought it up. I said at the beginning, Jack, I did not bring the list of all the people that was supposed to they haven't signed yet. So I owe it to you, Jack. I'm sorry, brother. I owe it to you. I would have the list of all the rookies that have not signed their contract. I owe it to you, brother. I'm supposed to have it this week.
Trey Amos is not one of them. Trey Amos signed.
Yeah.
All of our Commanders are signed. So that list is a blank sheet of paper for us.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. What's next?
So next one here is welcoming Von Miller to the team.
No.
To a 1 year.
No.
$10.5 million.
No!
$6.1 million is his deal. He can earn up to 10.5 with incentives laced in the contract. I know both of y'all hate this deal, but I love this deal. I've been opposite of you guys all night, and I'm just going to still remain opposite apparently because I don't like Art Monk getting his number retired. But I love the Von Miller signing.
So he went from a $12 million deal to a $6 million deal and incentives. Listen, I would be happy. I would be so happy if they said, you know what, Von, you've earned you're an eight-time Pro Bowler. Come as our defensive line coach, defensive ends coach. We'll make you a coach. It's time for you to transition. I would have said, oh, hell yes.
Based off what?
What do you mean based off what?
Emotion?
He knows how
Based
to.
off your emotion? Based off of your emotion or what?
No, based off his experience. He'd be a great defensive ends coach.
Yeah, but he's not ready to coach yet. He's ready. He wants to play.
Oh, no. Coach. He had a torn ACL at 34 years old. Had a year to recover. Last year, he produced half of what he did the year before. And he's way overpriced.
Because he was still recovering. So let me tell you why I like him. All right? Because, yeah, he got over the ACL and it bled into last year. But the times that he was on the field and he did it, he was starting caliber material when he was on the field.
Oh, yeah.
He only took about 33% of the snaps. But what are we going to look for him to do? Right? He's going to be a spot starter at best. He is most likely going to fulfill Fowler's position.
Well,
because Fowler's gone.
I have been beating this team up. Now we are officially the oldest team in the NFL.
We are oldest.
The oldest team in the NFL. So,
but we're trying to win now. We're not trying to build for the future.
We just got older.
Yes, I hate it.
Why exponential older? 36 years old with a torn ACL. What?
I absolutely love it. You know why? Because everybody else is signed. Listen, if you wanted a young defensive end to get this team young, we should have drafted one. We shouldn't have drafted Connerly. Yes. All right? But that ship has sailed, guys. What have I been saying since the beginning? We are running out of options to get a defensive end. Von Miller, I will tell you right now, is better than any defensive end that we have on our football team. Bar none.
At 36?
At 36 years old.
I completely disagree.
He can't play 17 games, but he's better than anybody we got on the roster.
When I say I completely disagree with this, I completely disagree with this. Let's look at this.
Now.
Let's look at this production. Let's look at his production these last couple years.
Who's better?
After the age of 30, we start seeing a decline.
That's true.
He's been in the basement. I do not like his pickup at all. Hey, and Jack, it's not 30 picks. It's not 30. It's not 30 no more. It's 5. Junkins, Aladejo, Makuba. It's only 5 left. Shamar Stewart and Junkins. So it's only 5. It's only 5 rookies they haven't signed.
Yeah, because a lot of them have signed over the past week because everybody wanted to get them signed before the rookie minicamp started.
Yep.
So there's been a run at him. I'm glad that our team's 100%. But getting back to this particular one, here's my real deal. Am I like super excited about Von Miller? No. But here's what I like about the sign. Let me just hear me out. Listen, we missed because our team is that inept. We missed many opportunities. We missed the draft where it was the largest. How many times have I said that this was the largest edge draft class in the history of the NFL?
Yeah, it was.
And we walked away without one. There's also so many free agent edge rushers that were out there on the freaking market. And we passed all of them up. When you're talking about the day before practically training camp, and you need an edge rusher because you don't have one, because I'm sorry, I don't like none of our edge rushers.
I don't.
Period.
Nope.
Then I at least like having a guy who has this kind of experience, that understands techniques, who has a history of getting after the quarterback, who can get out there and freaking get after him because he's going to be out there on passing downs. Let's be real. Third down.
Now, hear me out. We could have went after Joey Bosa. Could have went up to TJ Watt.
Yeah, you would have said the same thing about Bosa. You would have said the same thing.
Not 36 years old.
Bosa's not 36. Bosa's 31. There's a difference.
Without an ACL tear. Come on.
There's a difference.
Come on.
Also, you could have got for $6.1 million. Also, would have cost more than that. Believe me, we were bargain shopping here because we're still trying to get Terry McLaurin's deal done. This $6.1 million coming off the 23 leaves you with what? It leaves you with 17. And we just spent about $2 million more on Trey Amos. That brings it down to 15.
Yep.
That gives you $15 more million. That is all we have left to squeeze into a deal to get Terry McLaurin signed.
Well, I can take this right now. And hear me clearly. This is me boldly speaking. Just hear me out and hear me clearly.
All right, I'm hearing. I'm listening.
Von Miller might not even make this roster.
Oh my gosh, dude, that dude's a lock, man. This dude's a lock. I'm going to tell you right now.
Wait. Shaq, I listen, I'm going to agree with you on that.
You both
However, I'm going to refute that because they just shelled out $6.1 million. So this guy's going to come in as a positional player.
Yes.
He is going to be a positional down player, and that's how they're going to utilize him and pray that he doesn't that he doesn't break down and we just wasted $6 million because this man will go down. He's going to get.
I'm going to tell you something. This is a very similar deal that they signed Bobby Wagner to.
No.
Bobby Wagner doesn't have a torn ACL. He's
listen.
healthy.
Hey, no, we can't.
Von Miller's healthy.
He
He is 2 years removed from that ACL.
No, hear me
He
out.
is healthy.
Hear me out, though. Hear me. So we can't keep comparing everybody to Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner is the anomaly. He's like Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson was
and
the
Von
anomaly.
Miller wasn't?
No.
Come on.
We talk about in their mid-30s. Bobby Wagner is an anomaly. Adrian Peterson was an anomaly. Tom Brady playing in his 40s. Everybody can't do it. You see the decline in Breeze. You see the decline in Rodgers. You see the decline in these guys because they're trying to play the longevity game. Bobby Wagner's the anomaly. He is the anomaly. We can't
I got you on Bobby Wagner, right?
Yeah,
but the point was this. We signed him to a deal like this last year, and he earned every last bit of his incentive money to the point that we signed him to another 1-year deal.
And thank God.
Now, Von Miller is a stopgap because I'm going to tell you here, like Dante Fowler, Lars Sarge was all over this. Dante Fowler, we went because he wanted to go back to Dallas.
Yeah.
Right? So and I will tell you, this team's pissed me off this entire offseason because we weren't going after freaking edge guys.
Yeah.
It's not something I would have done. Believe me, if it was me as general manager, Connerly would not be on this roster.
No.
I would have gotten an edge rusher in the first round.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed. Hey, we can agree on that.
Right? Now I'm at this late stage, and I'm looking at my edge rushers, and we have no pass rush. Here's what Von Miller does do that the other guys on our roster don't do. He can freaking run stop. There's no other freaking edge rushers we got that can freaking run stop. And we got burnt on that. So, like, Von Miller knows how to do it all. Now, durability is going to be his issue. His ACL, believe me, they did a physical on him, and they say he's healthy. Now, how durable is it?
36
Probably
years
not.
old with a torn ACL.
But if he can get out there and stop some of the running, if he can get out there and put some pass rusher on it, and he can coach his butt off, even if he does get re-injured, then it's probably not a bad thing.
I would have brought him as a coach. I would have said, look, it's your time. Come as a coach to us. We want you to coach our team and lend us your experience. That's what I would have done. Putting him on the field at 36, he had a torn ACL at 34. You don't. The Lions are up in the air over Hutchinson with his leg injury, and he's 10 years younger. This is an ACL at 34. He is not 100%.
He is 2 years removed from an ACL.
He's a 60% player.
Well, I understand. I don't. We can agree to disagree on this. I don't like this pickup.
No,
I didn't like it.
We'll agree to disagree on it. We'll move on. We've got other topics to get to. Von Miller, I will be the only one on this channel that will welcome you to the Commanders, baby. Welcome to the DMV.
All right, we got a lot of people on tonight. I want to see in the chat, was Von Miller a great pickup or was it a no? Give me a yay or a nay. Everyone chime in. I want to hear what our fans are saying. And then we can pitch back at Coach Mad Mike on this one.
And
everyone chime in on chat and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the Von Miller deal. A 36-year-old guy with a 2-year-old ACL injury coming in at $6 million.
And then while you're at it, I want you to tell me who we signed that's better.
Matthew Greca says a yes.
While you're at it, tell me who else we signed that's better.
Nobody. I
You
didn't
don't
know.
have an answer for that.
There is no answer for that.
There's no answer for that.
When we brought in Kinlaw, when we brought in Wise, we brought in Goldman, we brought in all these dudes. I was like, why are we bringing all these duds in here?
Yeah.
Okay,
tell me
Jack
what's
is a
up
yeah.
with
That's
Von
two
Miller.
yeses. 2 yeses, Coach. You got 2 people behind. So,
Yeah,
Coach,
I'm with you.
tell me there
Tell me
wasn't
who
one
else is
other
better.
edge rusher available in free agency for less than $6 million that was.
Dude, we
was
signed a
injury-free.
bunch of them, and tell me which one's better. Who's better than Von Miller?
Okay, Jeff Fitz is a yes. Oh my God! Everyone's going for Coach Shaq. We're the odd man out.
We the odd man out.
Well,
I will be the odd man out.
Come on! I need more votes. I need more votes, people. Is Von Miller good or is Von Miller bad? I only got 3. Come on! That's like a quarter of you that are on the show tonight. Come on!
I'm telling you, like there's nobody else that we signed that's better than Von Miller.
Matt is saying he's got gas in the tank.
I wouldn't want other people, but who's better? All right.
Yeah. Okay.
We got more news to do because, oh my goodness, this is the biggest story that's hit sports in the past 48, 72 hours, man. It's been like crazy. Trump has been on this thing. He has come out with a number of things that he said. The first one I want to talk about is he is urging both the Washington team as well as Cleveland sports team to revert back to their former names. We need to stop all the insanity. We're supposed to get back to common sense, apparently, in our nation. And to have common sense, we need to go back to our former names. So let's just talk about switching back to the Redskins. We'll get to the stadium here in a second, deal. But just talk the idea of going back to the Washington Redskins name, and we've done specials on this in the past. What do y'all think of it?
Well, and so this is me personally. I believe when we were the Redskins, we had a history of winning. There's a culture that came with the name. It's more than just a name to a lot of the fans. Like there was a culture behind this, a history with it. This has been the name of this team since the 30s. Like there is a history, a culture of winning, of decades, Super Bowl rings. You know what I'm saying? Making it to the playoffs, actually winning in the playoffs. There's a history behind this name. We had a good run as the Commanders, but I think it's time to revert back to the old ways. Let's get back to the business of winning. Let's get back to the business of getting back to the weeds, the history of what made this franchise great. That's the way I feel about it.
Oh, I love how Larsar just changed his background. I love it. You're on mute, brother. You're on mute. You're on mute, brother. You need to speak. Wait, he's running his mouth and nobody can hear him because he's on mute.
You're on mute.
So
how the heck can I be on mute? I can't be on mute because I'm shouting too much. I'm behind Trump. Redskins all the way, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying, like that's just me. And the ultimatum he gave them, I know we're gonna get into it, but that ultimatum he gave them, like if this is what y'all want moving forward, I will veto this thing out. It will not happen. I will exclaim, no, it will not happen until y'all change the name.
We'll talk about that because it's going to be complicated moving forward. But let's just talk about the name right now, Redskins. So, like, I did a special on this before. Actually, our most watched video we've ever had about the name change of the Redskins. And I told everybody at the time what it would take to get the Redskins name back. This is an anomaly situation that I don't think anybody could have foretold. Right. Is that the President of the United States would have intervened to say, hey, listen, I want the name to be back.
Crazy.
I still think this is a tough road because there's one person on here that I will tell you that's not in favor of bringing the name back, and that's the owner.
Yeah.
Josh Harris is not a fan of bringing the Redskins name back. If y'all are deceived to believe that he wants the Redskins name back, I'm going to tell you that guy is very, very liberal in his viewpoints.
Yeah.
He very much sides on the thought process that the name needed to be changed. He and his wife both kind of like the name Commanders. That's what they bought. They bought that brand when they bought the team. Yep. Now, he grew up a Redskins fan, but so did Snyder. So that's not saying anything.
All right. So Coach, I listened to the news very closely. So let me proffer and repeat what this means. So President Trump is threatening 2 things. 1, jamming up the works on the 99-year lease.
Yep.
Which he has some influence to, because at the end of the day, can Trump demand this? Not really, right? So, but he could muck up the works on the lease. And the second thing is the property.
Yeah, and we're going to get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the problem.
I'm just talking about the name right now.
Yeah.
And so just the name Redskins.
That's about all he could do to muck it up. But
right.
the mere fact that the president of the United States said, hey, MAGA, it's Redskins, it's Cleveland Indians.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
And I will tell you, every time that we've polled our fan base, it's been overwhelming support of changing the name back to the Redskins. Overwhelmingly.
Yep.
It's usually 70% plus on every poll that we've ever taken.
And how many times have we talked about this? The people that they wanted the name change, they had all the issues, don't even watch football. They don't even watch it. It's some little kid with purple hair talking about, oh, that name is racist. Go sit down and watch the Powerpuff Girls or whatever you do. Like we know, let us football fans have something.
Yep.
Yep. And I will tell you that I haven't heard too many fans give a solid argument other than it being a distraction to the team as a reason why we shouldn't go back to the Redskins. But I think once the decision make you win back, there is no more distraction.
Yeah. And
right?
I firmly believe if they're not going to change the name back at least 3 or 4 games out the season, they should wear the old uniforms with the Redskin on the helmet, like the old uniforms. I firmly believe it.
So you do know that we're going back to the Super Bowl era uniforms for this one, but it's going to have the W on the helmet, and it's not going to have Redskins over the front. But everything else is the spitting image of our Super Bowl run back when Art Monk was wearing number 81, right?
So why we can't do the uniforms with the spear on the helmet?
Well, we could do that too, but I guess that wasn't in the discussion, or maybe we haven't really released the alternate uniforms yet because it was brought up as in conversation.
Coach, these are like half steps, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're not going to change the name, but okay, we'll kind of do the throwback uniforms. We'll take a timid step and see how it feels. That's what it feels like, right? But now you have the president of the United States says, screw all of you. You're stupid. You're screwing the American Indians. Give them back their heritage. I support it.
I support it too. I think it's unanimous on this.
It's a game changer.
Because I'm talking about if you really think about it, I would just test the water. Go out there with the old uniforms on, test the water. I think because let's be realistic. Us just having that dumb W on the helmet is just like the Cleveland Browns not having nothing on their helmet. You know what I'm saying? It's like it don't make sense. So.
Or the Steelers who only put their logo on one side of their helmet.
Yeah.
I never understood that either.
No, and what is the Steeler anyway?
Jack says, if they think the Redskins is considered racist, do the history on Cowboy before what we knew, what Cowboy today we know it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Jack, yeah. So the president being behind this changes the entire picture. And the mayor of the city said this today on the news. That's my last point. Irrelevant to my pushing for getting the stadium. Irrelevant. If they're Commanders or Redskins, I support either one. I want them back.
Yeah, well, that's good.
The city council still got to vote on that, but we'll talk about that. Now, when you're talking about this, the old name and stuff like that, there's nothing more crazier than these people talking about this name. When you go to Kansas City and you got a whole bunch of middle American Caucasians going, doing the tomahawk chop.
Yeah.
Cut it out, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I love it.
Cut it out.
So we're going to talk about.
I do the tomahawk chop with him.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about. Yeah. So we're going to talk about Trump threatening to hold up this franchise stadium deal, right? So this is definitely huge news, as Lord Sarge points out. This is huge. This is like the biggest story going on with the team right now because the president's involved with this. But this isn't as easy as people think it's going to be,
right? Just
because you had. But that never stops Trump on anything. We all know that. He's always in for a good fight whenever he
Whoa! Yeah, the more pushback, the harder he gets. By the way, Coach, I need to give a shout out to someone.
Go for it.
I need to give a shout out to my mom because I have a Sunday call with my mom at 7 o'clock after I get off work every night, every Sunday night. And my mom told me this last night, and I didn't see it. I was like, "What are you talking about?" My mom's like, "Oh yeah, Trump's." I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be on the show." So thank you, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Appreciate you, Mom. All
Thank
right,
you.
so this is complicated, and there's more to this story than this, right? First of all, Congress passed a bill last year. This happened during the Biden administration, right? So a bill was passed last year to actually transfer that land of where RFK Stadium sits from federal property to district property, right? So technically, it's now no longer federal property; is district property.
Right.
Now, there's a part about district property still being part of like federal property, and it has to still go through Congress for the parks and recreational kind of aspect of it. But the difference between it is instead of the federal government having the say on the utilization of that land, it's now been turned over to the district. That's the reason why the mayor now has a say-so. Mayor Bowser has a say-so. And that's the reason why the city council of the District of Columbia has actually got a vote on this. Otherwise, they wouldn't even have a vote.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so
This land has been turned over to the district.
well, so this is the thing, right? The only reason Trump has so much say-so in what goes on in the District of Columbia is because it's not a state.
Yeah.
It's not governed by. It's not governed. It's not a state. So he has influence. Like for instance, so down there in Federal Center where I work at, 4 of the federal buildings, we're turning those over to the city for city usage, right? So we're about to turn 4 of those buildings over, because we gave it back to the city. But if Trump says no, we're keeping these buildings, they don't have no say so.
That's right. That's correct.
So,
but the problem with this one is it's out of the and I had a really deep research on it because Congress passed the bill.
Yeah.
It put it into law that this property now belongs to the district. It's no longer federal land. That complicates things big time.
Yep.
Because this would have to go back to Congress to turn it back into federal land.
That's right.
For the federal government to then impose what to do over it. I'm not saying he still can't influence it, but I'm saying now that a bill's been passed on the legislative side of the branch, it limits the powers of the executive branch to be able to do that.
Well, this is the thing right here. If he really wanted to take that land back, he could, because he holds the House and the Senate. He got the Supreme Court, the House, and the Senate.
That's true.
If he really wanted it, he could do it.
Now, I dug a little bit deeper.
Yep.
I dug a little bit deeper. This was brewing. Even though this was just released over the past 24, 48 hours, this has been brewing for a while.
Yeah.
So, and apparently it was brewing since before July 15th, because July 15th was supposed to be the council's vote. And that day came and it went and there was no vote. As a matter of fact, the city council didn't even meet on that day.
Yep.
They didn't even hold a meeting. And that was supposed to be the deadline when they were supposed to come together to vote.
Yep.
Now what's being done is the council chairman, which is Phil Mendelson. And if you all know Phil Mendelson and you've been trying to follow him, he is anti the stadium coming to D.C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very anti.
Yep.
But he's also the chairperson of the council. Now what he's done is since that deadline's passed, is he's opening up public hearings for the 29th and the 30th to listen to the public, because he's had a lot of pushback from people who live inside the district about whether or not a stadium come there is a good deal.
We got to go there, Shaq. We got to be there.
Hey, well, this is my thing right here.
We got a football fight, Mendelson.
They have. I'm telling you, they be having town hall meetings and stuff all over the city. A lot of people don't want it because they know what's going to come with it. A lot of people don't want it. Over in Ward 7 and Ward 8, they don't want it. They don't.
Yeah, especially Ward 7 and Ward 8.
Yeah, they don't want it.
They don't want it.
Yeah.
Well, let's be real. I'm not getting political, but Ward 8 is also the guy they kicked out is going to come back, and they're going to kick him out again. Yeah. So it's like,
that's right. Yeah. So yeah, and then back, and then he's definitely going. So when it comes to the people, he is one of the people for the people. Trayon is one of the people for the people, I guess. But at the same time, he's going to be one of the people that's going to be fighting against bringing the stadium in, because he's going to understand the perks of what the opportunity it's going to bring, but he's going to see how he's going to hurt the people in his ward.
So
like, price of living is going to go up. Everybody, taxes is going to go up. Stuff like that. He understands how it's going to affect people in his ward.
And Phil Middleton, one of his big counter arguments is they're not going to tax the stadium. So like in that deal, he goes, that's just a bad deal on the city, because if you're going to hold the taxpayers to $1 billion, but you're not going to tax the Commanders organization to recover some of that tax money, that you're going to give them a complete tax break. How are we going to recover our money?
They're not going to
recover it from development around the stadium. No, the Commanders need to be taxed.
Wait a minute. They're proposing not to tax?
No tax.
The deal is no tax on the Commanders.
No tax on the Commanders. Yes.
What? Okay, that's no, hell no.
Tax on the Commanders.
And guess who wanted to pick up that slack?
And that's the reason why a lot of people are against it. Like you want to charge $1 billion to the taxpayers of DC.
Yeah, no, hell no. I don't sign on to that. So Coach and Shaq, how much influence do you think Trump coming out on True Social, putting his thumb on the decision, how much influence do you think that has? So
this is me personally. He's a billionaire. Josh Harris is a billionaire. The billionaires want to box it out, because they want to box it out and make the best man win. Whoever dingling is swinging the biggest that day is going to win that fight. But either a stadium is going to get done, whether it's in the city or not. A stadium is going to be done here in the next 5 years. So it's just a matter of how they go about it. Trump only has 3 more years left in office, so they could push this back until he's gone. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they could, and that is definitely true. Yeah. But do you think his thumb on this decision will influence the decision?
No. I mean, there are too many other factors. When they took all the city councilmen out to dinner, when the Redskins Commanders took all the city councilmen out, what you think they was in it? They was bribing, they was doing everything. What do we got to do to get it in the city? Blah blah blah. They was doing everything, right? And
there was some money under the table. Yeah,
like that, right?
Oh yeah.
So you know what happens at these meetings and stuff like that. But will he influence some of these guys? Like, hey, you better not vote that stadium in there, or I'm coming for your political career. Absolutely.
Yeah, there's going to be some stuff like that coming on. What I think is going to happen is there's 2 issues, right? There's the name issue, right? And then there's the stadium part, right?
Yeah.
So the issue is over the name. Like that could be a phone call between Trump and Harris.
Yeah.
Like, because again, Harris grew up a Redskins guy, but he is very, very anti. Like Harris, everything that I've studied up on Harris is the guy's very, very, very left leaning, and he's anti-controversial.
Yeah.
He's the exact opposite of Snyder. Snyder was controversy. Harris is the exact opposite. He is anti-controversy. So he never wanted to bring the Redskins name because he doesn't want to be involved in any controversy at all. Now he finds himself in a controversy because now the president came out and said this.
Yep.
So now he's probably like, oh my goodness, I'm trying to avoid any controversy on this team, and it's going to hit me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a conversation between him and Trump on whether they can do this.
Yeah, he can't avoid it.
If I was to advise Harris, I would wait. Because what you want to do is you're going to want this to play out in the media for the next couple of months.
Yep.
To get feedback. How is everybody responding to this?
And what do
you think, Coach? Where's the response? Redskins.
And now here we go. That's another thing too. This is why I think they should just lay this thing to bed right now. They don't want to go into the season with any kind of issues lingering, right? We already got the Terry McLaurin thing going on. We already got this old team that we about to put on the field. We don't need no lingering issues with Trump going back and forth with the owner of the team.
Oh my God.
About the stadium. We don't need that going into the season. So I would, like you said, I would let this thing just kind of go with the flow and see. And like, because they about to do recess. They about to go on recess till September. I would let everything. I would let them go on recess. Let them go on recess. And then when we come back from recess, season's already started. We're here at Northwest Stadium. The season is going. Everything's good to go. And then let's start talking about this a little bit later down the line.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
now,
let's get in line, maybe some private phone calls. Let's start working it out.
That's happening.
yeah.
You know,
That's happening. But I think the Trump thumb on the deal and the threat of mucking up the works might move Harris in a different direction. That's my opinion.
in a different direction as far as changing back to the Redskins, or a different direction of where to build a stadium.
Well,
I think maybe a little bit of both.
I think if you get the name, I think that lends into any deals with the stadium, right? You go back to the name, you claim your heritage, and now we have our heritage back, and all of a sudden, let's get the deal done. Let's get a stadium in, right?
But I can tell you, this is me personally. I feel like before we get the name change back, they will find somewhere else in the area to build that stadium. Before we get the name back.
Could be true. Yeah, I mean, could be, right?
Yeah.
But I agree with what you guys are saying. You know, I don't think it's a great deal to have a stadium and the stadium is tax-free. No, hell no. Harris has too much money already. No. I'm a conservative. I'm very fiscally conservative. But no, you can't mess with the people of D.C. They already have so many negative benefits. You need to be able to tax that stadium and the business it brings in to bring revenue to the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only issue is if they don't get the RFK stadium, if they don't get the RFK site done, the issue is where.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Where? Prince William County don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Fairfax County don't want it. So, like, where is the next question?
Oh, Fairfax would take it, but they can't afford it. They can't raise the money. This whole deal, on the face of it, looks sketch to me. Like,
there's a part of this that makes my mouth water, though. I just want y'all to think for a second, because we're all old school, all right? Yeah. There's just something about having RFK Stadium back and Redskins back.
Yeah.
Having it all come back to like it was, man. Can you imagine?
Oh,
how excited our entire fan base would be if we have RFK back and we have the Redskins back.
Yeah. The dream deal. The dream is back,
man. We will be out of our flipping minds, dude.
Yeah.
You talk about a team motivator.
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh my goodness.
But this is just me thinking about the people, right? I would not want to live over there by that stadium when they do the demo.
Oh hell no! The windows will be shaking.
Yeah, like no, I'm good on all that.
But yeah, Coach, that's a great point, Coach.
I will tell you though. So for me, if it was me, if I was Josh Harris, I'd be like, "Yes, sir, Mr. President. I will change the name to Redskins tomorrow." Now you help now, but I'd flip it on the president. I'd flip it on the president. And I'd be like, all right, Mr. President, now you need to work with the city council on my side, and you need to get them to vote yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, ooh. Backdoor $1 billion deals. Great insight, Coach.
Now, you get that done for me. Not only will this be the Redskins, but I want it to be at RFK. Done deal. Let's go.
Done deal.
Did he just freeze up on us?
He did.
He did. He froze up on us just like that.
Listen, Coach, I know they're listening because we have that many people on. They are listening. You need to do this. Both Trump, you need to listen to what's going on here.
Yeah.
Harris, you need to pay attention. You need to pick up the phone and you need to call Trump and get the deal done. Now, come on, man.
And
we all want it.
Yep.
And you got the uniform already there anyway. All you got to do is pull out the helmets and you're right there.
Good
Harris, get off your butt and do the deal.
Oh, man.
Trump is a deal maker. He'll make a deal with you. You'll get your stadium, you'll get your team, and we get the Redskins. Come on, man.
And can you imagine how absolutely insane our fan base would be? Now, on the flip side of it, I don't think I could afford a ticket when that happened.
No.
This city will go nuts, man.
Listen, it would be.
This city will go nuts.
We
Oh my God!
we just be watching the game. We could be linking up and watching the game from the parking lot.
That's it.
And those
Have a separate jumbotron in the parking lot.
beers will be $25. Yeah, no,
Oh my God.
oh my God.
The tickets for the Giants game are insane. So I can only imagine what the new stadium is going to be like.
New stadium, Redskins back. I'm telling you, every old Redskin will come out and mortgage their homes to go watch football games.
That is totally true. That is totally true, including me.
The old hog mollies who would come out, man, it'll be like crazy.
The hog noses, everybody can be showing up.
Oh my God.
The hogettes going to be out there again.
I think Chief will be resurrected from the dead and come back, man.
Yeah.
He'll be out there.
Super fan.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh, and I think we might get something better than a tanker to do a flyover.
Yeah.
We might get some B-2s out there, man. Some fighter jets.
Something.
It's the nation's capital. It was so
Because that's what I would tell Trump too. Okay, I'll make Redskins. I need RFK, but I need some B-2s and some fighter jets flying.
I want F-35s.
And some helicopters.
I want F-22s, and I want them flanking B-2 bomber over the nation's capital. Trump, you made it happen for 4th of July. How can you not make it happen for the nation's football team?
That's right. Trump, you get with an egg set. I want big, beautiful flyovers. Big, beautiful flyovers.
Big, beautiful flowers.
Trump, I'm calling you out for hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, Trump. I love you, Trump, but you gotta get a flyover worthy of the nation's capital.
There you go. I want some big, beautiful flyovers.
Not no tanker.
Not no tanker.
Not no tanker, man.
Oh my
All right,
God.
guys. Well,
Those were we warriors flying that ship.
All right, that is our show. Give me some parting comments before we end this thing up here. I'm going to start with you, Lars. Sarge. Give me some parting comments.
Fire Von Miller.
What? Yeah,
He's not going to make the roster.
correct, dude. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. All right, give me something there, Shaq.
Hey, with us being the oldest team in the league right now, I hope everybody health insurance and life policies is up to date because we're the senior citizen home of the NFL. So I hope everybody is fiscally prepared. You know what I'm saying? Since we taking in we the old folks home. I didn't like the Von Miller pickup, but I have faith in you having faith. I just ain't got
Hey, he's a commander now.
Yeah.
All right.
Medicaid and Medicare.
Just like Connor Lee's a commander now, right? I
Yeah.
didn't like that signing, but he's a
Oh
commander.
my God.
So,
Medicaid.
my parting comments are this, and I got something for 3 different people. Number 1, I'm going to start off with Dan Quinn. You better have a good rotation plan for the senior citizen group to keep people fresh throughout the whole season.
Yeah.
All right? You're going to have to coach your freaking living tail off with all your coordinators and everything to keep people fresh.
Yep.
Wow.
All right? Number 2. My number 2 is for Adam Peters. Get the deal done with McLaurin. Just get it done. We can't be screwing around with this. Like, training camp starts tomorrow, and he needs to be taking reps from freaking
Jay Daniels.
from Jaden Daniels, and he can't be missing time. So get it done. Get it done tonight. All right. And number 3 is for the owner. Call Trump. Get this thing done.
Get it
All right.
done.
Get it done. All right. So that's my 3 things for 3 different people on the Commanders. That's my parting comments. This is Football Psych, baby. And we're out of here,
We're
man.
out of here.
Hail to the Redskins, baby.
Let's go.
That's what I'm